Alright, so you have decided to join the hive mind of the 85% of players that use the world. Good choice, not even judging you. It is a great stand after all. So, in this video I am going to go into the ins and outs of this character, more than any other how to stand video I have made so far. Let's begin. First, his stats. Pretty much. He is like the alter ego of Crazy Diamond. On one hand, he has the best game plan / neutral in the game. Time stop is a busted move in general, time skip gives unbelievable burst damage. Counter makes your opponent's combos yours, and knives are horrible, actually, one of the worst moves in the game unironically. Though, to compensate for being able to approach your enemy like it's nothing, your non-time stop combos are pitiful, and I mean pitiful. The most damage you can do for a combo as the world is 40. Which isn't horrible, but compared to all of the other relatively usable stands, aka pretty much every humanoid stand except Purple Haze and Black Sabbath, it actually has the worst combos of them all. Even just barely worse than Dark Moon Blue, the most mid stand in the game that I talked about in the last video. Though, I was only talking about non-time stop combos. Time stop combos are a whole different thing. Either way, let's get into how to actually play the world. First thing is counter. I'm going to skip over knives, since they're pretty much completely useless overall, due to you needing to unshift lock, and actually aim them. Either way, now for your counter. Your counter is either the best move in the game, or the worst move of all time. And it really comes down to your enemy's knowledge. First, one thing you can do is counter in the middle of combos. Yes, this is a real tactic that actually works. Basically, you can take advantage of the lack of good hit stun after a barrage to counter and take over the combo for yourself. Though you have to always be aware of your opponent's actions, as if they know about this, they can simply not do another move and wait for your counter, then, you'll miss and get punished. Also, be a little frugal with your counters in neutral, your opponent can counter bait, and once again, you'll get screwed over. Next, time skip. Time skip is a bit simple. You use it, and you immediately use barrage. Do it right, and you get a completely unreactable approach. Though be aware you will be open for a punishment if missed. Last, time stop. Time stop is overpowered, we all know that by now. But there are a couple things you should know beforehand to land it correctly. First, make sure you're a sizable distance from your opponent. Being too near them will be extremely punishable, so it's recommended that you're a bit far away from your opponent before using it. Once you do land a time stop, you can do this combo, that being a lot of M1s until the time stop runs out, then, just before it runs out, do a barrage, into a strong punch. This combo does insane amounts of damage, and is currently the most optimal combo outside of some very niche wall combos and maybe a Roda Roller de combo.
Elephant green screen effect.
Now, for some smaller tips. First, always, and I do indeed mean always, make sure your stand experience is at max. Without it, you won't be able to get the max amount of time from your time stops. Second, the 40 damage combo that I was Okay, that's all of the things I have for the world. Thank you for watching, and since you made it this far in, you might as well subscribe, it helps a lot, not just for the algorithm, but my self-esteem as well. Anyway, that's all for me, hope you have a great day.